Good morning. This is Dr. Woodson. I had a strange but clairvoyant thought last night, and I decided to get up this morning and talk about it. As I thought about the coronavirus and all that's been taking place since 2016 election, um, it seems to fall in place. The election of Barack Obama and this the response to that. I'm not big on conspiracy theories, but I believe the response to that around the white nationalist movement and fears that white folk may be under some kind of notion that they will be extinct by 2030 or coming close to that. This is what has been uh, touted. I don't know how true that is, but this is what's been touted. And fear oftentimes um, operates out of oppressing someone else. It cannot operate in isolation. It has to, with all fear, there is a motive. The turning back of Barack Obama's health care bill is happening right during the coronavirus. This distraction. That's a problem because folk will not have ways to get health care like they do right now. They can't leave out and see their doctors. Telehealth, what is that? You talk to someone over the phone? This is uh, a trying time we're in right now when you start to really think about what's taking place. The placing of judges in place to carry on white supremacy and deny rights to people, normal human rights. This is what this system is doing, the Trump system is doing. They're putting judges in place that will vote to carry on the mission of white supremacy and white dominance. You start with the judges and rolling back the Constitution, ignoring it, creating a pandemic that we don't know if it's real or if it's not. We know that people are dying, but do we know what it's about? There are some people saying that they're spraying stuff in the air and that 5G is connected. And that all these health problems will come behind all of this, 5G and Corona. And they're telling people they're telling people to have so much fear that they will not come together and rise up against the system of 5G and rolling back of the constitutional laws. We're not fighting. We're complacent. We are actually letting them do this to us. And we're making jokes about it. We're making commercials about it. The news is showing scenes of parents doing arts and crafts at home, like trying to make a horrible situation, seem like it's being normalized. I'm not with it. Quite frankly, I think these towers should be torn down that they're placing all over the U.S. so that they could do facial recognition of everybody. Because everything's going to come from 5G. And it's all geared around controlling and having access to your personal life. You don't get that. And denying you the resources to stand up and fight against it. Bernie was speaking about this. Bernie was speaking about it's time for revolution. And we allowed the democratic system to fall in line with complacency. When it was time, the right time, we blew it. And you put Biden in there. And what is he right now? He is very silent on any of this. And I told you, black folk in South Carolina and the black states, stop voting on people's feelings. Because this man hasn't said nothing to combat any of this. He has remained silent, as well as the Clintons, as well as Obama. But Bernie is still out there speaking on this. I'm telling you guys keep making these mistakes. You black folk down in South Carolina and in them states and voting for these people based on feelings, you better wake up. Now, the tide has passed, and we're in a situation where you don't have a capable candidate to go up against this system. He is not capable, Joe Biden. You know, this is not good. This is not good. And I'm wondering if you and I are going to do something to fight back against this. No one's fighting back against it. I need for you guys to wake up and see this. Get your head out the fog and get your head out of the pandemic and get your head out of the fear and really listen and stop with the conspiracy theories. This thing is by design. The AI, the artificial intelligence, is connected to this 5G, the facial recognition everywhere. They're doing it in China already. See, if they can kill off a few million people, that's good for them because it reduces the global population. It gives them an edge. You know, we don't know how long it's going to be. We've been told 12 days, 14 days. Now it's going to be 30. Now it's going to be months. Did you know that the U.S. sold respirators, millions of respirators to China? Sold. Look in USA Today. Now they're telling you this. Days later, months later, they actually sold millions of respirators to China to help with their coronavirus and left us empty-handed. See, with fear, there's opportunity to make money. Anything these white motherfuckers will do, these white oligarchs and millionaires will do. Microsoft is part of the AI. They're part of a couple other millionaires. They're all part of this whole scheme of things to make money in the new electronic cyberspace era. Where all it's about is controlling your information so they can stay in power and limit your ability to fight back. See, they took it to the next level. Supreme Court's not going to hear anything about your rights. It's only the rights to protect white supremacy, white nationalism. China's ahead of the game. You remember when Obama fought to have this one company, I forget the name of the company, to kick them out of the U.S. around 5G. But now, guess what? The whole world has it. Trump turned back the tide on this and turned back everything Obama did to try to maintain some sanity. Now it's to let the new era come in, the new era of cyber media and controlling information of the people. Facebook is all a part of it. Microsoft, they're all in it to make money and to so-called increase technology. Increased technology is to control the masses. They'll know everything everyone does. So I want you to get angry. I want you to find a way to use your brain so that we can begin to limit how they have control over us. This is the most crucial thing right now. We got to put our thinking caps on and we got to unite against this system. Or guess what? You're going to be heading into this era, this new cyber era under their control. I want you to think about that and write your comments and subscribe below. Have a good day and stay safe.